Hi guys, as always I'm with you, I'm Maxim. Today I will continue to parasitize on the nostalgia of those who grew up in the 2000s. After all the previous video got into recommendations, thank you, and I decided to continue to sit on my ass and play old games. So, if you haven't watched it, then watch it. For if you haven't done so, it's a violation of the law of life, that says it's always easy to offend your mother. She will not notice the offense, and she can only tell you, don't catch a cold, it's windy nowadays. So let's play Shrek 2, and I will share my terrible jokes as we'll go along. The game was released in 2004, if anyone is interested, and as the name implies was based on Shrek 2 the movie, this is for those who don't understand, I don't know. Well, let's get started. In the beginning, the narrator tells us about the love of Shrek and Fiona, but the donkey intervenes in the middle of telling and makes it clear that everything the narrator said is completely shit. And along the way, he bullies that guy. The donkey commits one of the deadly sins of pride, may God forgive him. And after the cartoon, we are shown a cutscene. In it we learn that Shrek and Fiona are back a little early, and our favorite jackass was partying and wasn't ready for this turn of events, probably wanted to get out of the conversation. He tells us about the magical shit that goes on in a swamp. There are flying coins for which you can buy fancy cocktails in the future, levitating chocolate bars which you will regenerate health points by devouring. Also there are some wanted posters, so you can collect them. It's like the Mafia Playboy magazines, but more sexy. The gameplay starts with training. We jump on Lily's punching Farquaad's face on a punching bag. A little later we met a little fairy. She will save the game, collect 4 leaf clover, which increase health points and generally should be found on other levels, but I have not found other clovers. Along the trail we find the Mac Auto on the red machine.
Fat boy.
Give me a number 9 just like his.
And I made up a cap with these machines, but more about that later. We run through the Shrek-a-Chat residence and Fiona tells us it's time to see her parents. On the way, the donkey bothers everyone, just like in a cartoon. Well, that's too bad the tree fell and the wheel was stolen. Quickly get out of carriage, kick the losers' asses and get the wheel back. At dinner, Shrek and the king have a big conversation fight, but at night the fairy arrived and told the old man to relax, like there an armed man from abroad on his way to pick up his son-in-law. She offers to lure him into the woods, and the king takes Shrek on a hunt next day. At the next level, Shrek and the donkey do not yet understand that they are well screwed and go in search of the king. Also we see a cat, and as you have understood, it will try to eliminate Shrek. The donkey, despite his fears, runs through the forest. The residents decide to catch a donkey, but the donkey worked 8 years in a construction store and decided to apply his ability to drill like a screwdriver. Next we need to lower the bridge. Fight back dude and lower the bridge. For a while the level will be similar. We press buttons, open the door, beat the tree and press the buttons. The exception is the stone balls, which started out swinging for some reason. In my childhood and on a stream, follow my Twitch, passed dozens of times. It's unreal to pass the thing. After those stones, the donkey destroys another village. And comes out to new enemies, which are fire-breathing flowers, but you can run them. And they don't do anything to me. I'm a busy man, and I do not want to waste time on it. And I'm actually an investor, and my account is calculated in 5-digit sums, where the first symbol is dot and the other 2 are cents. Okay, I still have to manage my companies today, you know? As we go through the location, we're again greeted by buttons, tree, one more tree, and buttons, and logs. Oh, something new. The donkey comes to a crossroads. He is given a choice, free food or the possibility of committing war crimes in the terror. He chooses the food. In the donkey's defense, I would have fallen for free food too. Shrek saves the donkey and they run for the forest. Next, Shrek helps his buddy turn into a 102mm MLRS shell, kill a large pumpkin with pumpkins.
Yeah, that's really big pumpkin.
I see. In a secret room we find the posters and we start a minigame where we have to collect coins. To start the minigame you need to collect 3 posters. At the end of the forest we meet a cat that is very difficult to beat. For real. When Shrek does succeed, the cat leaks all the secret plans and documents on the Minecraft Discord server. Puss in Boots tells it and Shrek realizes he's been ditched and swears on his mother that he will get his little baby back. The pals go to the evil fairy. The fairy hints that there will be no peaceful solution and the guys look for another plan to get the potion that should help the protagonist. Let's change our look. Yeah, that's definitely looks better. Akiri is making his way around the plant. I was awfully stupid here and I forgot to buy the reduction potion. My ass was on fire. So we jump over ladders like in films about super agents, facing Minecraft parkour and taking the potion. Everything seemed to be fine, but then the closet fell and the donkey was left alone. But we quickly ran through the plant and in the end just flooded it with ink sludge. The heroes realized that the potion doesn't work and decided to run to a barn. This level is almost unremarkable and gives us no useful information. We press the levers and beat the bandits. In the mine we find a sleeping beauty and a little further a reference to the 3 piglets. Reaching the barn, Shrek once again says how he's in love with Fiona, and the heroes go into the barn with the sound of fire, which symbolizes big final in this fragment. In the morning the heroes notice that the potion has taken effect. Shrek's back become wider, his hair thicker, his teeth wider, and his biceps bigger. And he's guaranteed to receive attention and the respect of his friends and the envy of his detractors. And now he rides not a donkey, but his Snow White, fast as lightning, attractive as Ellen Delon horse on brand new spider wheels. But happiness was short-lived, and the evil fairy put them in a jail. Garth was given the opportunity to play as the horse, for which the level is not much different than in the past. Parkour, some buttons.
Hey Ron. Hey Billy. That hurt.
Climbing to the top of the tree, and again. The fucking rocks. It took me like an hour to get through this fragment. After that we humiliate the guard. Bye. After that we see the same scene as the first one, only now it's from the cat. The kitty is running around in the sewers and trying to get out. This time I guess to press the purchase confirmation button and bought the potion. This is what the secret looks like, if anyone is interested.
Hello there. Hello.
Riding a raft on liquid uranium, what the fuck? In the end we humiliate the same guard. There's not much interesting for Shrek at this point either, aside from levers and fighting. And again, these fucking stones, I hate them. Of the interesting cat and donkey breaking fourth wall, saying that Shrek is repetitive and said it already on their levels. The situation proves to us the veracity and relevance of the many worlds interpretation.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Once out, our heroes meet a huge Mr. Cookie, who breaks the tower for fun and shows loyalty in front of his friends. Cookie destroys towers, tents and vehicles, lowering the bridge by throwing carriages at it. Rambling Perry the Platypus, I invented the Camcaninator. And now at the very end, Shrek runs through the crowds of knights and meets with the main boss of the game. Shrek feeds the fairy and she bursts. Shrek and Fiona become orcs again, the donkey gets even better, everyone is happy. Do not forget to like and subscribe, I will be grateful to you. Also leave comments with my mistakes, for those who don't know, English is not my first language, so thank you for watching, bye.